Welcome back, everyone. Now, I'm not going into this blind. Took on the Bandits. Footage ended up being it wasn't uploadable basically, so I have to redo it. So basically, I'm just doing this in one big go. I'm going to do all the way up to the end of the prologue, which should fit into one video, 20 minutes max. I found that in the Bandits, I found them the first, because you had multiple routes you could go into the forest, and I found them immediately by going to the right. I have the footage for the messed up recording, and I'm going to probably have it unlisted. But it was like, literally, this capture software had someone who came through here, alright, recorded two screens, because what I use is OBS, and you have to set up one screen to record the screen, and it captured the window screen, which is just the game's, this window you're seeing now, and it was capturing the game footage at the same time, which you're like, what do you mean by that? Well, imagine the same gameplay, but two versions of it. So you had one screen where you normally have the black screens here on the left and right. Imagine half of the left screen was filled up with a dual version of the audio and video, and it was terrible. So I'm just going to power through it in one go. Understood. Don't worry though, you didn't miss much audio wise. I was rambling on about some game design stuff from when I was doing it as a course, which I'll probably waffle on about at some point in the Let's Play again anyway. But basically in the 2 to 3 videos I did do, it literally, we got to the end of the prologue. I'll still commentate the same reaction I had last time, except nothing will be surprised. Right. A few of these fights are going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because I just want to get to the fight.
Seems you came up short.
Yeah, see here, I took the third log route, so I actually don't know what's the rest of this forest, but I'm not going to check the rest of the forest because that's not what I did the first time round. It's that simple. There you go. And then I was like, oh, how unfortunate, I actually found them first. Yeah, but we were right. Well, she was the thief. Wait until Don and Cal hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. That way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you expect from the Mademoiselle of the she's ex-noble family. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But in certain way, it doesn't hurt me that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. Yeah, basically she's just calling them idiots for falling for a trick. I can summarise essentially for this. That was that. Calm down, Estelle. Yeah, fine, I'm not happy about this. And we just wait for them to jabber on a bit more. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. They basically say she seems like a tough one. You can read this, but I'm already gone through this. Had just done it like we were supposed to. Basically, the guy we found in the mine, part of this crew of, well, essentially, they're like part of a pirate crew. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids basis for joke. Again, she's just insulting them, and then we go. That's enough of that. Like, she doesn't say anything plot relevant, it's just her basically saying we're stupid for falling for a trick. Shoot, guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. Yeah, because she calls her a bimbo when she was mocking her. Anyway. All this is basically just saying you should hand over the gem, them saying no, we're not going to hand over the gem. How about you just shut up and let's fight already? And she brings up she was part of the Caput family, which is a noble house name, which is literally the only important part of what she says before the fight happens. And it's brought up after the fight, you'll see. But yeah, she changed combat gear and she's got a gun. And then we start the fight. First, we're going to increase everyone's morals.
Come on.
Now, she was actually quite tough to defeat. Not for our level anyway, but I mean the amount of damage it took. Pretty hefty.
Take that.
Want them to move a bit closer, makes it easier. Yep. Lowers the defenses, and then we both in with the hurricane. Yeah. Craft. Yep. I'm actually doing this more efficiently than the last time because, yeah. I know what their tactics are and I know how to counter them. Yeah, she can heal herself, that's why I'm not bothering attacking her yet. This is how I cancelled that. Oh, wrong one. Oh well, it doesn't use that much magic points to do it. But yeah, I can silence her. That's how I dealt with it last time. Silenced her, then all she can do is fire a gun, which doesn't do enough damage that's going to kill us. Where is it now? We want to... There we go. Missed. Now she'll just use a gun if it works. There we go. Yep, fires off.
Come on.
Might as well do this.
Someone's been naughty.
Use the ultimate on her. And like I said, we're coming up to the 10-minute mark, but we're going to keep going. Just because there's enough after the fight to fit into enough of the video, but then a little bit more, so we'll just basically make it an extra long one. Like I said, making the exception so I can make up for the fact I messed up the actual original recordings. I want to have one long upload, and then you've got this one big 20-minute something video to just get sloshed through. Which, depending on how many of these videos you watch in one go, you might just watch half it and then finish the rest of the video if you only watch one 10-minute, which is fair enough. There we go, that's her down.
That's it for me. Piece of cake.
I will explore the rest of the forest in the next chapter, or the first chapter, because I can at least know that we don't get kicked out of Relent, so we can go back to the forest. Had enough yet? That's what you get for taking Bracer slightly. Well, we're taking it back, if you don't mind, the Septium basically. We'll just take it off her. Hey, that Septium belongs to me. No, not to you. To the people of Relent, that's who. It's a present for the Queen. The sheer nerve you have to say that like that is astounding. Now that you've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Capua family, was it? So she's part of a royal family or a noble house. Like I said, that's the only important thing that was really mentioned in pre-combat. Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So she used to be a part of the noble house, then left to join a group of thieves, essentially. Possibly with her brother, I don't know yet. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? As you can tell, Sassard seems to have a bit of a, sadist dominatrix motif going on with the whip, so yeah, she seems to like the idea. She's going to use the whip to get some information out of her. And before the intimidation can kick in, just back in storage, so hear that? Sounds like a Gatling gun prepared to fire. Airship orbital gun gets fired in our way. Fine, forget me, look at that. In comes an airship of all things. Yep. Turns out this weren't just a bunch of petty thieves after all. Tables are turned in our favour now, aren't they? Yeah, they're actually sky pirates. This is who I think might be your brother, or they might be not related, I don't know, they both have blue hair. Are you okay, Gisette? Carl, you're late, because she doesn't say brother, so yeah, I don't know. Where have you been? Oh, never mind, just hope you can give us a hand. No can do, I think our push in the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Rose region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? Don't have time to explain, hurry up or get in before we go. So they jump on and they sod off because it's literally an airship. We can't fight an airship with, weaponry installed. Payback's going to be a beast. Yeah, she's basically saying, I'll get you next time, Gadget, next time! And then she flies off. So we're like, wasn't expecting that to happen. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side we've got the Septium back, which is what matters. A bunch of sky bandits essentially. So, yep, they certainly seem of that variety. Sounds like the Bosey region is their base of operations as well. So keep that in mind when we go to the Bosey area, that's probably where we're going to meet them again. Travelled all the way from the rural area like Rolent, so they must have been there either the crystal or something else. Care less if the sky bandits or brigands, which is like basically me making the difference that brigands as in pirates or sky bandits, whatever. Next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to whack-kapow her. Basically giving her what for. Whack-kapow, supposed to me. Stolen for the mayor residence safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 3 bracers versus a bloody, what's essentially a flying tank. I mean, like, what do you mean a flying tank? Well, it's a heavily armoured vehicle that with heavy artillery weaponry which can fly. It has probably more mobility than some tanks, a lot of tanks, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's literally flying weapon you've got a whip, some daggers, and a stick versus literally a Gatling gun, armoured vehicle. Yeah, I understand why they let them get away. Anyway, yeah, she's basically thinking she's not in the same league as Cassius because they couldn't get the pirates. Let my emotions get the best of me, and they were like, nah, it's fine. No, you guys did a great job on site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, which it was. We actually didn't not find any clues. So, yeah. If we hadn't picked up that leaf, maybe something bad could have happened, I don't know. It'd be interesting if to think that it's possible to mess up the quest and for them to get away. Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. Yeah, we don't go up in rank, we didn't get enough points. It's for you both, take it as well. We get the recommendation. Basically, to go become full-fledged bracers, we need recommendations from every single region. So we got the one from Relent, we need to get the one from the Bose region, the Empire region. You get the idea, basically. It's you've won an analogy. It's like, yeah, if every region acknowledges you as as an actual proper bracer who can do bracer jobs, then you are a full-fledged bracer because there is no country that goes, nah, he's not a bracer. Which makes sense when you're a world-class organisation. Yeah, basically that's what she's acknowledging, right? So basically we're one step towards becoming full-fledged bracers. Figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh, yeah, then we get a phone call. Hello, this is the Bracer Guild Relent branch in the Libel Kingdom. This is the important part of this part. It is well since last talk, haven't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. Looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologise, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood, I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine, they're bracers too. Basically my first guess the first time through was, no, their father isn't dead, is he? What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised. Who was calling? The Bose branch, something terrible has happened. And the airliner we went on has disappeared over the Bose region. And I was like, what? Along with them, was like, how was it the Sky Pirates or something? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Family Army is currently conducting a wildcard search. Due to this event, all of the flights have been postponed. Will explains the backup at the landing port. And, well, Aina, still, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father Cassius was aboard the airliner which went missing. So, like, well, at least he's not dead. What? Impossible. Then that's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Libel, Bracer, Guild, Rolent, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, basically, yeah. There you go. See what I mean? It's like, there's no point in doing a because once I realised, yeah, you had literally a few minutes left. It was like 19 minutes in. So it made an extra long video. So, that's the end of the chapter, guys. And I don't need to save because I already have. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed, and next time you'll be joining me, we'll be on the next chapter. So see you that next time.